Manohar has written in through email. Now he says that during pre-launch, Manohar met with the representative of a developer in Mumbai. He says that the building is now under construction. As per the agreement then, he was to pay 2 crore rupees. He paid 1 crore rupees from his pocket, 1 crore from a bank, subsequently from loans or self-finance. Now he got the loan approved, but the builder has now refused to make a sale agreement and even register it. Now the bank has also been mailing him about the issue, but the builder says that he'll make an agreement only in the month of March or April 2017. Manohar obviously did not agree to this and decided to cancel the booking. There is, of course, no agreement between Manohar and the builder. Now the builder is telling Manohar that he'll deduct TDS and pay the amount when he will sell that flat to another buyer. Now Manohar wants to know what are the legal options available to him. He has made all these payments by cheque. No agreement. However, all the payments are by cheque, so there is some record of these payments. What can Manohar do?
So while there would not be a proper agreement, I believe that there will be some sort of a booking form, some sort of an introduction form, some sort of a correspondence that would have been exchanged between the parties in order to ascertain that the money that has been paid by Manohar is in respect of purchase of this particular flat. First of all, the demand or by the builder stroke developer is unjustified. You cannot say that after receipt of more than 50% of the amount, you will register the agreement only in April or March as per his own whims and fancies. You have to immediately call upon the builder to register the agreement. In this case, since I believe it has been cancelled on record, the foremost thing that he must ensure that the flat is not being sold to a third party without his knowledge. Because in the absence of a registered agreement, his claim merely becomes a money claim and he will not be able to enforce it against the flat. So while he has cancelled the agreement, he has to caveat it saying that it is subject to receipt of the amount, and till the amount is paid, he should have a lien or some sort of a charge or some sort of an interest on the flat, and the developer will not be able to create any right or interest in it.
Right. Nirav, you said cancel the agreement, and you yourself said, even though there is no agreement, there would be some kind of receipt, some kind of paperwork, some kind of email correspondence. Does all of that stand in lieu of an agreement in this case?
Yes, certainly. There can be contract by way of correspondence also. So there has to be some sort of tangible writing wherein which acknowledges that he has offered to sell and you're offered to purchase for a particular consideration a particular property. These three aspects are sufficient enough to display the intention of the parties for the sale and purchase of the flat.
Okay, so he takes these things and then he files a caveat that you just mentioned.
Yeah, so he should immediately file a caveat to the builder saying that any such of sale shall not be binding on him and etc. etc. And subsequently he should go and file a case for this high-handed attitude of the builder, claiming all the relief that he seeks. Now, since I believe he would have cancelled the agreement on record, therefore he cannot claim specific performance or the flat. He'll only have to claim the money.
Right, so that's what you can do. But also before, moving on, we get a lot of these questions from people who enter into a project at the pre-launch stage. Of course, that is something that will come to an end once, as and when RERA does roll out. But till then, if buyers have bought into a project at the pre-launch stage, and typically developers do not sign agreements at that point in time, how can a buyer really protect themselves, and when can you actually demand that the developer sign an agreement?
See, at a pre-launch stage, what happens is that it is the project as a whole gets approved and there are no specific permissions in place. Therefore, in the absence of specific permissions, the MOFA agreement can't be registered. And therefore, there is no registration of agreement, and therefore they only seek a particular amount of rupees for booking your flat, and therefore they give discounts and other perks. That's one of the principal reasons for not registration. As per MOFA in Maharashtra, the moment you pay 20% of the total consideration, the developer is obliged to enter into an agreement with you and register the same. And therefore, it must be ensured at that point of time, at the payment of 20%, that all the permissions that are requisite for the purpose of registration of the agreement are in place. Otherwise, you are running a risk in absence of a registered agreement making payments. And in absence of a registered agreement, one of the major risks is that you will not be able to claim specific performance of the property specifically because there is no registered agreement. And in the event the developer goes and creates another right in the property, then you will merely have a money claim against the developer.
Right. Put simply, the registration that you do, the money that you're paying the government is to create a legal record that you own the property in question. So it goes into the legal records of the government that the title is in your name, and that is why it is so important that you register any agreement that you're signing with the developer. Also, like Nirav just pointed out, if you're paying any money to the developer, you should ideally be asking for an agreement to sign.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.